What are we producing? Pretty much just Royal Knights, Archers, Springalds, Mangonels, of course.
They're doing the bonus damage.
Ooh, Springalds sniping my trebuchets. But we've got our own Springald forward now. So what if we just put the keep down here and then started mining this gold? 200 pop, suddenly you've got an insane economy. Hey everyone. Once again, welcome back for some more Age of Empires. Loved that 100 subscriber celebratory theme intro. Shout out to GPO Studios for submitting that our way. And we've got another 1v1 here. I'm playing against Rikoshu. Great opponent. Was very friendly the whole match, and especially after the match. And it's an exciting matchup because we very rarely go up against the Malians. But here we are on Highview. I'm playing as the Chinese against the Malians. Look at that. There's that pit mine bringing in that passive gold. It's going to be a pretty passive game early on. We're probably going to stay on the 2-speed for a while because both the Chinese and the Malians are totally fine with just ignoring each other, doing our own thing. I decided to go with 2 scouts, though, just in case we suddenly see some aggression from Rikoshu, but it may just be a extra scout to grab up sheep. I also make an extra scout here because it can be helpful for burning down these little huts that are near the pit mines. They're really easy to attack. We're gathering up our resources. Man, what a fast age up from Rikoshu. I'm actually going to be going really slow on my age up because there's just no real need to rush up to it. We're probably going to gather up gold and food while we're at it because we're going to be putting down that Barbican. And we got to think about where we want the Barbican to go. I think I'm going to put it right here because that'll kind of secure the stone, the berries, and this gold over here. That's kind of a nice chunk of resources. I mean, we might even be able to cover a bit of this wood line here. With the Mansa Quarry going up for Rikoshu, that's going to either bring him passive gold or passive stone. We got to see what starts trickling in here. Right now, it looks like it's still set to gold. So maybe he's just hoping to get that extra gold. I wonder what he's going to leverage it for. Could be for a fast age up. Not sure. We'll see what goes into production. Looks like getting the Warrior Scout upgrade. Warrior Scouts have been really strong. Been seeing a lot of talk online about how powerful they are. Although the word overpowered is also thrown around. These units can regenerate their hit points while in battle. They deal decent damage. Yeah, they've got crap armor, but it's just impressive to see the damage they can do. We got our Barbican up. We're already in the Song Dynasty, and we're producing. Okay, where did all that gold go? Looks like it's going towards cattle. And it looks like he's going to put them into, yep, little cattle farms right here. He's likely going to be going for the Grand Fulani Corral when he ages up. And there's that second pit mine going down. So we're both really looking to get our safe starts going. And man, 7 Warrior Scouts for Rikoshu already. I'm going to be making spearmen after scouting that stables. And we're going to have to flee from these Warrior Scouts. And here they come. See how fast they can attack my villagers. And look, just regenerating on their way out. These units, they're not going to suffer like the typical horsemen or royal knights that might harass us. They're going to be able to harass my villagers, take a bunch of fire from the Barbican, and then just come right back in. There's really just no issue with them re-engaging. These units never actually lose health. Would love to see this one get sniped, but we're going to need a really nice shot from the Barbican. Nice. Good finish there. He's idling my economy. Oh, very happy with that scout making it back home. That's great. He had like no health, but made it back home. Barbican's doing good work. I'm glad it's protecting all these villagers here. And we're already getting up our second town center. Rikoshu looks like he could be eyeballing Castle Age here. Yeah, he's thinking about it. Like I said, pretty slow start. Yep, stabbing away with my spearmen. I like that move. And here come those warrior scouts again. I gotta pull my villagers. There's a lot of them. I really need to send my spearmen over here. Because, yeah, look at that. He just pulls the injured ones back, re-engages. I'm not paying attention. I lose 2 villagers there. Might lose a 3rd. Oh, okay. He retreats. Get inside. Get inside. Okay, good. So we lost 2 villagers there. It's surprising that we're behind in the villager count. Are we really not producing villagers this whole time? Oh, they're not working. I forgot to set a rally point here. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'm glad to see the textiles come through, but yeah, we have to keep these villagers going. It's just that we're so low on food. Look at that. We're really struggling in the food department. Would have loved maybe just maybe a farm or 2. Yep, nice. Love seeing those go down. We've actually decided to spend some resources securing these deer over here. It might seem like a lot, 2 outposts, each with the hand cannon emplacements, but I like it. These deer are worth it. They're very valuable. Yeah, more of those warrior scouts coming in and out, and we're also seeing a big ball of archers. It's not something just my spearmen can handle, so we're gonna, Imperial official supervise out a bunch of horsemen. And it looks like I forgot one over here. A lot of miss rallies going on here. And look at that. The town centers are still not producing villagers. It's a big issue. We got to keep these working. I like this engagement. Yeah, if these spearmen can get on top of the warrior scouts and my horsemen can get onto these archers. I mean, this is good damage. And all these villagers are firing away. The hand cannon emplacements are doing big damage. Look at that. We're winning this. Let's cut off our production there and keep the villagers coming. Yeah, okay. We're back to producing them. Let's get these villagers back to work. Love it. That was a big win for us, although we're seeing a second town center go down for Rikoshu. Feel like we should really be further ahead economically, at least starting to get some technologies, though Rikoshu's already, got the wheelbarrow, getting the specialized pick. And these two, these 2 pit mines being up, you can see he's got a lot of passive gold income coming in. Granted, we've got some gold income coming in from our Imperial officials. But yeah, we need to keep looking for food sources, and yeah, we're going for these deer over here. Now that we've wiped his army off of the map, oh, and there's a Donzo in here, too. That's scary. Can't be engaging with these horsemen. Yeah, no need to keep supervising the stables. We can get this Imperial official off of that. And these villagers, yeah, there's no sheep there to gather from. We need to send them somewhere else. Probably over to these berry bushes. It's a safe spot near the Barbican, but I guess I want to go for these deer instead. It's definitely a lot juicier. We're scouting around. All we've really seen are 2 archery ranges, the stables, the barracks, and we do see the blacksmith coming out. And it's getting him upgrades. What are we looking for? Looks like we're trying to age up. But again, this town center is idle. Really need to see more villagers coming out. We should have a much bigger advantage than just 8 villagers at this point. Granted, Rikoshu's also pretty behind in terms of food. You can see his income is really suffering. Yeah, he needs to go for these deer. Smart move there. And we're seeing more stables. Our opponent could definitely throw down a lot of cavalry units real quick. And I like that we're getting up into the Castle Age before our opponent. And I like that we're getting good scouting here. But yeah, he does have a standing army. We don't really. We've just got kind of a handful of horsemen and spearmen. We need to decide what we want to do with the Castle Age. And I decided to go for the Imperial Palace. I've been experimenting with this as my Castle Age landmark. Don't know how I feel about it here. I think it would have honestly been nice to have the Siege Workshop available, the Astronomical Clock Tower. Getting attacked by a wolf. Gathering up these berries, gathering up these berries. Would love to see a wall off going here, though he does have units out on the map. And one thing that I'm really struggling to remember here in this matchup is I'm playing against the Malians. I should not be making lancers and palace guards, and yet there they are in the queue. I'm glad I'm getting the veteran horseman upgrade for my cavalry, but it's just really, really funny how long it's been since I've played against the Malians. I have just completely forgotten that they do incredibly well versus heavy units and not so well versus one simple unit, archers. Archers are just so good versus the Malians. You should just make so many archers that you can just rain arrows from the sky and not have to worry about a thing. Now we're getting onto his villagers. I love seeing this. And he doesn't have the textiles upgrade, so these are easy villager kills. It's a shame it wasn't my lancer that was on top of them. Although, yeah, we're targeting this villager down. Maybe trying to set up some kind of trade. Nope, setting up another pit mine over here. Rikoshu making it to the castle edge. Grand Fulani Corral probably right here, surrounded by cattle. And now, yep, we're seeing the Musafati warriors in production. Now that all this food is coming in, yeah, looking good. 84 food per minute from these cattle farms. And yep, we're finally walling off. Same with our opponents. Smart to wall off there. I'd love to see us complete our wall off here and all the way to over here. Trying to look for harassment. We do have a decent number of villager kills, and you can see the economic advantage. We've finally been good about producing all these villagers. The problem is there are a lot of passive things going on for Rikoshu. Remember, he's getting that passive gold income from his pit mines, passive food generation coming from the Grand Fulani Corral and all these cattle ranches surrounding it. And we may see him grab up relics. Right now, neither of us have grabbed them. The fact that I made it to the castle age so quickly, I really wish instead of pumping out palace guards and lancers, I had instead thought, let's focus on blacksmith upgrades and getting down our monks. We really wanted to get monks out on the field and start snatching up these relics. But again, it's kind of an issue of not having played against the Malians in ages. And yeah, you can see there's those Musafati warriors. They do so much damage versus armored units. 15 extra damage versus heavy units. It's crazy. These palace guards should not be in the mix. Look how fast they just get melted. Instead, I should just have a huge mass of archers, but I actually only have 7, and instead I'm continuing to produce palace guards. I just don't think they're the answer here. Rikoshu's catching up in terms of the economy. My town centers are not producing. Yep, now they're back to working. Glad to see that. But yeah, we need this huge mass of archers to be twice as large, 3 times, 4 times. All I should be making are archers. And I'm glad I've got the 2 archery ranges down, and Jugnu wouldn't be awful to make. But yeah, we need so many more archers, and crossbowmen are pretty useless. My opponent just has not been making sofas. So really the key is archers and spearmen, and then I can spend my gold on monks, research from the blacksmith. Like, look at this. Look at all these armored units taking on the Musafati warriors. Not a good idea. Glad I'm moving them onto the archers. But if we see some Musafati coming through, yep, there they are. They're going to do really well versus my units. Yeah, look at them. They're in the mix. They're shredding my high armor units. Look at that. Really happy with the outpost, though. It's been raining Springald fire down on these units this whole time that we've been battling here. But yeah, I need that archer mass, and there finally I'm realizing, oh right, spearmen and archers, that's all I really need. And we're finally getting our blacksmith going. I'd love to see me supervise this and get out all these upgrades, because our opponent is a little ahead. Rikoshu does have some nicer blacksmith upgrades, and he's finally getting the poisoned arrows upgrade. It looks like he's also thinking siege. He's getting the greased axles. But we're rounding out our food production. This is really good food production. The thing is, I don't even know if I need it. Really, I should just be focused on gathering wood. We need wood to produce archers, and archers are pretty much all we need right now. Economic advantage is still looking good for me. Opponent is making way too much gold. That's insane. The Malians can just produce So much gold thanks to these pit mines. Really impressive to see. I wonder what he's going to spend the gold and food on. Probably upgrades. Looks like sofas are coming out. Yep, got to keep up my spearman production. And the spearmen are doing well against all these sofas. Like, this is looking like a slightly better matchup, but the archers have their poison arrows. There's just way too many units here. You can see his military is really surpassing mine. And now we're seeing the siege units coming out. A Springald. My opponent's anticipating that I'm going to go into Nest of Bees, and that is the right move. I really should be getting a Nest of Bees out here. And Rakoshu's score is taking over. It's pretty much just this insane economy that he's set up. Is he trading on the backside of this? It's very possible considering all the economic units he's got. Let's take a quick little glance here. Are we seeing any traders? Yes, there they are. Looks like they're just starting, and he hasn't trade tricked them. Interesting. Would have loved to see 2 markets here. That way he could trade trick, but it's a smart move from him. It looks like he's just getting tons of passive gold from all of these pit mines. He's just really focused on gold here. We do get our keep down. That's going to be really helpful for taking on this army, but whoa, whoa, whoa. I do not think we should be engaging here. We don't nearly have enough archers. Glad to see the keep taking shots at all of these units. We'll probably see a trebuchet in production soon. Rakoshu now realizes that there is a keep up here. Glad we're killing off all these Musafati warriors. But yeah, I don't think we should be engaging here. Oh, and there we go. Stealing a this Imam, grabbing up a quick relic. We'll just pull back. No need to force anything there. Yeah, this is a good engagement for me, but you could see my military's gotta keep up. And wow, look at the economy. I really should be up at like 130 villagers, but we've just kind of fallen behind. Town centers definitely need to keep pumping. We definitely need to keep putting lumber camps down, supervising them, and we really need to get out archers. Archers are really going to be the move. And we're rounding out our upgrades. I like seeing that. We could use a few more economic upgrades. And there's a keep going down. We wanted to pick off some villagers while he was building this, but it didn't go so well. And there's that archer mass I'm talking about. That's looking really good. These archers are doing quite well versus all these units. Even though those veteran archers over here have their poison damage. Oh, but my units are not rallying very well. We need to pull them back. Losing too much here. That said, the militaries are starting to equalize a little bit. The thing is, he's got that extra siege in the back, and yep, there's the trebuchet starting to work down my keep. I only now put down my siege workshops, because again, all I have is the Imperial Palace. We didn't get the astronomical clock tower. And now we're going to see it start to siege down. I want to get a trebuchet of my own out, but really what I need are Nest of Bees and Springalds. It's okay if he starts to creep forward with keeps. Not that scary. Heck, we could end up in the Imperial Age pretty quickly and getting out our cannons. But Rakoshu's doing a good job spending. Well, I say that. He actually just spent an enormous amount on Musafati warriors and sofas. I think maybe he should have spent a little sooner there, but now the military is really going to start to favor him as all these sofas get produced. You can see the red bar is really taking over, and the traders are starting to really pay off for Rakoshu. He's at maybe 5k resources. I'm at maybe 4.5, 4 and a bit. Yeah, really just like 4 and a bit. We can repair the keep a little bit, but yeah, here comes the Springalds. Oh, I'm glad we... Damn, did the Springald get shredded by the keep? That's crazy. I'm glad he lost the Springald there. This would be great if I had a Nest of Bees coming out, but Greased Axles is finishing up on this side, and our army is just not here. Where are all of our units? We're going to engage now, but if we had a Nest of Bees raining down on all these units, that would have been great. You can see there's just tons of Donzos here. Like, where did all my archers go? They just got obliterated. And now with these sofas going into my base, it's not too scary, but we can train some spearmen on top of them. And if they come this way, they're going to run into all of these emplacements. But up here, his archer ball just never thinned out. And of course, now my Nest of Bees gets produced. Little too late. And now that my rice fields are at threat, there's not much we can do here. So we're going to call GG. It was a great game versus Rikoshu, and like I said, a super friendly opponent. After the game, we chatted, he gave advice. And now that I look back on the replay, I absolutely see exactly what we both discussed. A lack of nest of bees at that midpoint where we really needed them against the archer ball. My unit composition was a little off, would have loved to see more archers and spearmen. And yeah, a few times where I just missed production of villagers. Well, hope to catch you for the next game, because this one was pretty darn good.